everybody, it's Deb from DnDArtGallery. Today I have a used 14 by 14 inch canvas. I have put down a layer of Artist Loft black, and I'm just going to do a simple puddle pour today. And I'm calling it a puddle pour for parents because I know there's a lot of you parents and even grandparents out there that are taking care of children or grandchildren, and you may want to have an activity, a different kind of activity to do. So I thought, what is the easiest pour that a parent or grandparent can do with the kids? And I think it is a puddle pour. So let's go over my paints real quick. I'm using the Artist Loft Emerald Green today, and Blickrylic Violet, and Blickrylic Primary Yellow, Blickrylic Primary Blue, Creative Inspirations Permanent Red, and Liquitex Basics Cadmium Orange. And I am using the Artist Loft Floetrol White. And I picked these colors because they are just basic colors. And if you have to purchase paints, you could go online and purchase them from Michael's or Joann Fabric and just stay with the basic colors. You don't have to buy any fancy paints. You could get student grade acrylics and not cost a lot. Also, you can get bundles of canvases from Michael's or Joann Fabric that don't cost a lot. So, just as a money saver on that, in that respect. My pouring medium today is 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. A squirt of GAC 800 was added, and also I used about a tablespoon of the Liquitex gloss medium and varnish. Now, if you don't have all of that stuff at home, you could try Elmer's glue all in water, and I would make about 70% Elmer's glue all, 30% water, mix that together, and then try mixing your paint about half and half with that Elmer's glue all combination. That's another cheap way to do it. So it would be half of the Elmer's glue all and then half paint. You want your paints for a puddle pour, they can be a little bit on the thinner side. I'll show you consistency of mine here. We'll take the orange. Just leaves a little trace and then it disappears right away. So it's not a real thick paint. Okay? So all you have to do with the puddle pour is just basically make puddles. And this is why I think this would be a kind of a fun little project to do with kids. You can let them make their own little puddles. And you don't have to have a base coat color down on your canvas. You can just leave your canvas white. And then you can just add another color on top of that puddle, or start other puddles. Now, if you do decide to do a little project like this with your children or your grandchildren, and when you're all finished, your painting's going to take a good couple of days to dry. So put it in a spot where it would be left alone, no animals to run through it, just to give it some drying time. It does go faster if your paint is in squirt bottles, but I didn't have this ready to go in squirt bottles today, so if you do have that, that's always a faster way to do it. Maybe even a little bit easier cleanup. You could save something like this for a day when the weather's not very nice outside. I hear we're going to have rain for the next couple of days where we live. I do like yellow. It's so nice and bright. And two, you can get a little bit crazier and just put a puddle on the edge of another puddle. Just get creative. You can always just do it black and white if you'd want to do it that way too, or two of your other favorite colors. Any number of combinations that would work. You don't have to worry about it dripping too much either, because when I'm all done, I'm going to tip it. You're going to tip the canvas and let the paint cover the whole canvas. Let's try the blue. This definitely would be a nice, colorful painting for any child's room. And you just continue adding colors, adding dots. Put some more red in here. One thing I like about the puddle pours too is you can put colors next to each other that you normally don't get to do like on a dirty pour, because these colors aren't going to mix that much. Therefore, you can get away with putting red next to green and not worrying that you're going to get mud, a muddy color. Get some more orange on here. Some more blue. See where I'm just dotting the blue here and there. Let's get some more yellow. And let's try some more orange, I guess, and then we'll put some more white on there, and then we might be good. Some more white. It's just fun to do. Just to give them a little something different to do. Okay. And I think what I'll do is I'll just take some red, put it around the edge here a little bit, here and there, just to help the paint flow. Okay, and now I'm going to torch it And you wouldn't have to worry about doing this at home. It just brings up some of the air bubbles. Okay, and now I'm just going to start tipping my canvas here. What you want to do is just, you can start slow, and you want to make sure you have newspaper or waxed paper or something to protect wherever you're pouring, the table you're pouring at. Because it is going to get messy and very drippy. And if you've got little children, you might want to tell them that you have to tip it for them. The older kids might be able to handle it. Okay, let's see what we have here. It's pretty colorful. Just looking at my sides now, make sure that they're all covered. Looks pretty good from here. Might have to touch up that far side later. And I'm just going to take my little tool here and clean off the bottom. And when you go to let your painting dry, if you could prop it up on some like little cups, paper cups, or just something that would hold it in the air a little bit to allow the bottom of the painting to dry also, that would be good. It'll help it to dry faster too. So now I can give you an idea about how, if you want to enhance the painting, you can. You don't have to, but there's a few little ideas that you can do. You can take a skewer or a little, if you have a popsicle stick or anything you have available, and just kind of just run it through the paintings. Just twirl it around. And again, you can let the kids do this too. Just gives it a little added dimension to it. Again, you don't have to do this, but it's just an idea. And you can get any size canvas. If you'd rather start with a little canvas, you can get them as little as like 4x4, 5x5, or a nice size canvas for kids would be like an 8x10, something that they could handle easily and tip around themselves. This canvas is a little bit big. For a little child to handle. Okay. And I'm going to give it another torch. And I will get you down for a close-up. Again, this is just a 14 by 14 inch canvas that I did a simple puddle pour, and then I just tipped the paints around, and then I just ran a skewer through them. And here's the upper left-hand corner. And bringing you down the left-hand side here. Very bright. And I'll bring you up the middle. And along the right-hand side, this is the upper right corner here. And down to the lower right-hand corner. So let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And make sure you share it with your friends on YouTube, especially the ones home with children or grandchildren. They may enjoy doing this little project with the little ones. Ring the bell, choose all so you know the next time that I do post a new video. Subscribe if you haven't. And until next time, take care everybody. Bye for now.